myself Jwala Prasad Chaurasia, a student of Thakur College of Engineering and Technology, Mumbai, second year BTech AIML. So guys, today we are here to do the 30 days of Google Cloud program का first track, that is Cloud Engineering track का fourth skill batch, that is Deploy and Manage Cloud Environments with Google Cloud का third वाला lab. So guys, let's get redirected towards this skill batch. So guys, as you can see that we are redirected towards our skill badge, and guys, you can see we had did these badges earlier, and now we are gonna do this third lab, that is troubleshooting workloads on GKE for site reliability engineers. Okay guys, so I think we should start the lab first. Okay, let the lab to be started, and all the resources are being setting up for us. It may take some time because these labs are sometime bigger, so it may take some time for setting the provisioning the lab resources. So let's wait for some more time, guys. Yes. Let's wait for some more time, guys, to get this lab started. तब तक till then we should see the setup. What is the setups over here? Okay, and let's see the setups and requirements. Okay, and scenario. So what is our task? Navigating Google Kubernetes engine resources. Okay, cluster पे जाना है and confirm that. Okay, ये steps है third वाले. We have to click on the nodes tab and okay, and then we have to see the metrics also. This is the metric explorer, guys, and this is the second task, accessing operational data through GKE dashboards. Okay, सो ये है हमारे कुछ टास्क जो हमें यहाँ कंप्लीट करना है. देखिए बेसिकली 3 टास्क है यहाँ पे 50, 30, 20 पॉइंट्स के लिए. एंड सी दिस गाइस, तब तक ये हम देख लेते हैं क्योंकि अभी इसको प्रोविजन होने में शायद टाइम लेगा. ये अभी लैब थोड़ा बड़ा है शायद. हाँ, ओके. इंट्रोडक्शन. So guys, let's read the introduction. Till then we have some time. Site reliability engineers have a broad set of responsibilities, and managing incidents is a critical part of their role. You will learn how to take advantage of the integrated capabilities of Google Cloud's operation suite that includes logging, monitoring, and rich out of the box dashboards. The troubleshooting process is an iterative approach where SREs from a hypothesis about the potential root cause of an incident, then filter research and navigate through large volumes of telemetry data collected from their systems to validate or invalidate their hypothesis. If a hypothesis is invalid, SREs will form another hypothesis and perform another iteration until they can isolate a root cause. In this lab, you will learn how to navigate that iterative journey efficiently and effectively using Google Cloud's operation tool. These are the lab objectives, guys. In this lab, you will learn how to navigate resource page of Google Kubernetes engine, leverage the GKE dashboard to quickly view operational data, create logs based metric to capture specific issues, create a service level objective SLOs, define an alert to notify SRE staff of incidents. ओके, लैब ऑब्जेक्टिव देख लिए क्या क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव है हमारे इस लैब में, एंड ये बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स है जो हमें करना है यहाँ पे. ओके ओके ओके, लेट्स सी द सिनेरियो. Your organization has deployed a multi-tier microservices application. It is a wallet-based e-commerce application called Hipster Shop, where users can browse for vintage items, add them to their cart, and purchase them. Hipster Shop is composed of many microservices written in different languages that communicate via gRPC and REST APIs. The architecture of the deployment is optimized for learning purpose and includes modern technologies as part of the stack: Kubernetes, Istio, cloud operations, App Engine, gRPC, OpenTelemetry, and similar cloud native technologies. As a member of the site reliability engineer team, you are contacted when an user report issues viewing products and adding them to their cart. You will explore the various services deployed to determine the root cause of the issue and set up a service level objective to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. Okay guys, ये सिनेरियो भी देख लिया हमने. It taking lot of time to provisioning a lab, so guys अब wait कर सकते हैं थोड़ा सा समय और. ओके गाइज लेट्स वेट फॉर सम मोर टाइम. रुकना ही पड़ेगा अभी, हम क्या कर सकते हैं इसमें. राइट, इसमें नेटवर्क इशू नहीं है. एक्चुअली एक लैब पड़ा है तो जो भी रिसोर्सेज अंदर सेटअप हो रहे हैं उसको टाइम लग रहा है. काफ़ी टाइम ले रहा है. राइट. नेट इशू तो नहीं है मेरा कुछ. इट्स लाइक इसे होने में टाइम नहीं लग रहा है. आप सब केस में टाइम लगेगा. आप केस में भी लगेगा ये टाइम होने में. गाइस एक्चुअली काफ़ी टाइम लग रहा है. लेट्स वेट फॉर सम मोर टाइम. let's refresh it. Okay guys, we are refreshing it. Okay, let's have a chat help here. So okay guys, here हमारा अभी लैब चालू हो चुका है. So let's start our console. Here I will put my username. Okay, sorry. I will copy the password. And these are the some of the Google terms and agreements which we have to accept, guys. Okay, we are over here in the GCP console. So let's start. अभी एक एग्रीमेंट आएगा, उसे साइनिंग कर लेंगे. ये let's agree the terms and conditions over here, guys, and let's start it. And our first task, it's like first we have to activate our Cloud Shell also. Okay, so it's getting provision over here also. It will start now. Okay, let's authorize our project from here. Let's get this start this cloud first. Let's wait for some more time, guys. And guys, please do share my channel everywhere, and please do comment if you want if you want to give me any suggestions. Okay, अभी ऑथराइज हो गया. कॉन्फ़िग भी हो गया. Now get into our first task. We have to go to navigation menu, Kubernetes engine and cluster. Okay, we are over here in the cluster. इसको मिनिमाइज कर देते थोड़ा. So this cluster is starting. Okay, यहाँ पे ये सब हो गया है. Okay, so after that, okay, our next step, confirm that you see the Kubernetes clusters available. Okay, we can see this Kubernetes cluster available. Okay, click on the Cloud Ops Sandbox link under the name column to navigate to the cluster details tab. Okay, this one. I will click here. Okay, it's getting started, guys. We can see it here. We are over here and navigate to the details tab. Okay, we are already in the details tab. Click on the nodes tab to see all the nodes in the cluster. Let's click on the nodes tab. This is the nodes tab, guys, where we all see where we can see all the clusters created already. Okay, guys, and validate that there is a single node pool. Okay, under the node section of the node lab, click on the link for the first node in the table under the name column to view more details in the node. Okay, guys, we will click over here. Okay, we can see the details of the node cluster created here. See this, guys, it's all running. And guys, this lab will take much time to start. Okay, because they are been preparing for all the resources over. On the node details page, note the metrics of the node that are available. These should be listed under the summary tables. There is lab generate loads using load generator. Okay, it's under the summary tab. Okay, guys, we can see these things over here also. And okay, let's go forward. To investigate further rather than navigating to each individual node, to view its matrix, CPU title, top CPU and tile, and select view and metric. Okay, let's get it over here. And if you want, you can see the metrics also. Okay guys, wait a second, huh? Summary tab and include CPU. Okay, this lab generates load using the load generator cluster, and you should see metric above metrics but no obvious metrics plotted in the okay. इसमें जाने के बाद metrics. Okay guys, we would be seeing these powers and resources. To investigate further rather than navigate to each individual node to view its metrics, top right corner. Okay, okay, where is it? Where is top right corner? Click on the three dots in the top right corner of the CPU tile. Okay, where is the CPU tile? Okay, okay, this one, and view in metric explorer, right? Click on view in metric explorer over here. Okay, what's the next step? On the metric explorer page, you will see the metrics associated with the node that you just navigated. There are three filters configured in the metric explorer in the filter section. Remove the filter for the node name by expanding the filter and click the delete icon. Okay, okay, I will click here and delete this filter. Okay, we deleted this filter, guys. What's next? Under the how do you want to view the data section, set group by to node name. Okay, okay, where here? Okay, over here. Okay, group by pod. Okay, let's select the node name. Where it is? It will be somewhat here only. Node name. Okay, I selected it. Node name. Okay, after that let's get into our task. Once the filters are set, the visualization of the node folds are the okay. Okay, we did this. We did this step also. Once the filters are set, the visualization will update and you will be able to view the same metrics for all the nodes in the node pool of the Clouds Ops sandbox cluster. Okay, okay, we can see this same metrics. Okay guys, accessing operational data through GKE dashboard. Okay, navigate to left menu, Kubernetes engine, service and ingress. Okay, okay, Kubernetes engine. Okay, where is the Kubernetes engine? We are over here with service and ingress. We are over here. Okay, click on the IP address next to the service front end external. Okay, front end external. Okay, this is the, so I will click on this. So guys, here we can see that this shop is being loaded, which is we have to create down. Okay, after that click on any product that is displayed on the landing page to reproduce the error reported. Okay, I will. Okay, this error reported is there. Upon reproducing the error, you notice that the stack trace mentions the application failed to get product recommendation and decide to investigate the recommendation deployed to GK result. Okay. Navigate to cloud monitoring from cloud console. From the navigation menu, go to monitoring dashboards. Okay. From here, I will go to monitoring. Where is monitoring, guys? Wait a second, I will find. And okay, yeah, dashboard. So we are redirected towards the dashboard, guys. Okay, we are in the dashboard. Okay guys, So when the dashboard landing page select GKE. Okay, I will select GKE. Okay, we are over here, selected the GKE, guys. So it's next. You should see us dashboard. Okay, we have see these dashboards are over here available, guys. See this, ये सारे एज इट इज़ अवेलेबल है. आप रीचेक कर सकते हो कि आपका आ रहा है कि नहीं वहाँ पे. For this lab scenario, you will want to view logs and metrics related to the recommendation, as end users are seeing errors related to product recommendation. Okay, add the following filters to your GKE dashboard. Click on add filter button at the top of the GKE dashboard. Okay, let's get, यहाँ पे टॉप पे आते हैं, यहाँ पे add filter पे आते हैं. Okay, let's click on it, guys. Wait a second. Okay. यहाँ पे we have to select workloads and recommendation services. Okay, select the workloads and recommendation services. This is the recommendation services, and after that click on apply. So guys, we had applied that. So GK dashboard page look like similar. Okay, see this, we have, it's like it's looking similar, and I hope so अभी apply कर दिया था. हाँ, so it's showing here also, guys. See, work level recommendation we just now selected as a filter. The views allows you to focus your attention on the problematic recommendations microservice. Under the workload section, click on the recommendation service to reveal the deployment details pane. Okay, under the workload section. Okay, under the workload section, I will click here. Okay. यहाँ से चलते हैं आराम से. Under the workload section, okay, click on the recommendation service to reveal deployment. Okay, I will click here. Okay, this is the workload section, right? This is the workload section, right, guys? Okay, I will simply go forward now. Okay. Okay, these are all the errors we have to set, guys. Now we have to open our Cloud Shell. We will simply open our Cloud Shell from here. I will simply paste the code and clone it, and after that we have to run this. After that I will run this. Okay, now they have said that we have to navigate to Kubernetes engines and clusters. Okay, guys. Okay, if you want to do these steps also, let's do it, right? Under the workload section, click on the recommendation services. Okay, here also we can go in the workload section. Okay, and after that we have to click on the recommendation services from here. We will find over here, and I will be redirected to the recommendation service from here. And after that, to reveal the deployment pane, okay, this is the deployment pane which is gonna come here, guys. See this? Okay, so after that click on the metrics tab to view metrics related to recommendation service. Okay, we have to click on the metrics tab. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's get redirected over there first. Okay, detail are here. Okay, yes, guys, we are done with this. Okay, we have run this command also. We have to see this first. Let's see this if it is available over here or not. For that we will be doing simple things. Okay guys, so I will get to redirect it to the clusters. This is the cluster. As you can see guys, we are over here, and you can see these two things. In the clouds of sandbox, I have to select the option connect. Okay, in the clouds of sandbox over here, I have to select the option connect. And guys, as you can see, these are things. Open the connect to the cluster model dialog. Run in the cloud shell button. Okay, we are done with this. Now I will enter. Okay guys, we're done with this. Also, last, run the apply command to update the service. Okay, I will run this command simply guys, and it will update the services over here. And after that, to verify the application is working correctly, navigate to navigation menu, Kubernetes engine, and service and ingress. Okay, service and ingress guys from here. Okay, guys, click on the endpoint listed next to the front end external. Okay guys, front end external, this is the endpoint. I will click on it, and after that this will take to a, okay, we are in the here hipster shop again from this, and click on the any product that it verifies. Okay, let's click on any product over here. Okay, we can see earlier it was not showing, but now it's showing, right? So guys, we are over here. In this section of the lab, you explored the available logs and metrics. Proactive monitoring with logs based. Okay, from the cloud console, click on the navigation menu, logging, logs explore. Okay, in the cloud console, navigation menu, and I will go in logging wala part. Where is logging? Okay, log explorer. Okay, I am here. And after that, to avoid scrolling down left menu, to reach the logging section for the rest of the line, hover over the logging section of the left menu and select the pin icon that appears. This will place the logging section at the top of the left. Okay, in the query result selection, click on the action stop down the menu, select create matrix. Okay, I will click on action where it is guys. Okay, wait, I will see where it is. Okay, here it is action. I will create a matrix from here, and okay, enter the following options on the create logic metric page. Okay guys, okay, like we have two metric type is counter. Okay, let's, okay, it's already selected guys. Metric type log metric name. Okay, it's error rate underscore sli. Filter selection, copy and paste down. Okay, we have to do simply as it is given over, and now I have to click on create a metric. Okay guys, I will simply click on create a metric from here. Okay, so guys, we are over here, like this metric is being created. As you can see, your log metric was successfully created. Data should be available soon. Okay guys, now I will check if it's created. Done. We are done with this also. And now create a service level objective SLO. Navigate to navigation menu, monitoring and services. Monitoring. Okay guys, monitoring and services. We are navigating towards here. Okay, we are here guys, and after that select the recommendation service from the list of available service, which will take you service detail page. Okay, from here we will select on the recommendation services guys. Okay guys, recommendation ढूंढते हैं. हाँ, we are redirected towards this page. हाँ, we are here, guys. Okay, so click on plus create SLO on the top right of the page. Okay, guys, plus create SLO. Okay, okay okay guys, we are here on the create SLO page. On step 1, you will be presented with a dialog for creating a new SLO. Set the following. Choose a metric. Availability. Okay, we are already selected it. Over request based or Windows based. Request based. It's like it's already there, guys. Now click on continue. Okay, and after that, on step 3, set your service level. Okay, period type calendar. Okay, and it's like this is a okay in step 3, right? It's already selected period type calendar, and period length is calendar month, and performance is 99%. Performance is 99%. Okay, guys, click on continue. Let's click on continue, and after that, click on create SLO. Okay, guys, we have created the SLO at 99% performance goal. This will bring you to the monitoring service. You should be able to see the current status of SLO. Okay, click on the entry tab once expanded. Okay, this. Now next task, define an alert on the service level objective. Navigate to navigation menu, monitoring and services. Okay, we are already here, guys, in the monitoring and services wala page. Okay, over here, click on the recommendation services. Now get redirected towards the recommendation services, guys, by searching over here. Okay, it is. We are over here in the recommendation services. Under the section current status of one SLO, you should see the service level objective created in the expand the SLO list. Okay, okay, we are over here. Okay, you should see the service level objective created in the task. Expand the SLO list. Okay, I think okay, guys, this is okay, this is the thing, and this will allow to okay, click cleared SLO alert. Okay, I will click here. Okay, guys, and after that we have to set something on the create SLO burn rate policy model input. You will see look back duration, burn rate threshold, fields in step 1 of the wizard. This leave the default values, look back duration. Okay, it's like, and burn rate threshold. Okay, guys, it's already 10, and after that I will click on next over here. And okay, who should be notified? On step 2, you can define a notification channel to receive the alert. Okay, for example, this for lab, you can optionally supply an email address to my channel to receive a notification. So it's optional. Okay, next, and after that, step 3 is optional to allows you to supply. Okay, step, okay, this is also next, so we will simply save it, guys. Okay, guys, we are done with this, and now let's check if it is done. Okay, guys, we are done with our this task also, and guys, we have got the 100 points, and in this we have completed our third lab also, guys. And guys, I am really glad you are watching my videos, and thank you so much for watching my video. If there are any mistakes or I did something wrong, please correct me in the comment section. And guys, really thank you so much. Please do share my videos, and it will be a great help from you all. And guys, really thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much, guys.